Now we start solving question number 1. Given that y equal kx and y equal -16 when x equal 5. So part A, what is the value of k? So to get k, we write the equation which they give it to us, y equal kx. Now substitute the value, y will be equal -16 equal k and x with 5, so 5k. To have k here only, we will divide this side with 5. As we divide this side with 5, the other side has to be divided also with 5. So that means k will be equal -16 by 5. So we'll take this number and make a division. So 16 divided by 5. So now we have to get the nearest number for 16. So let's say 1 multiplied 5, 5, 2 multiplied 5 is 10, 3 multiplied 5, 15, 4 multiplied 5 is 20, 20 is bigger than 16, so we'll take the 15, which means 3 multiplied 5 is 15. So we'll make a division, subtraction here, it will be 1. 1 divide 5 cannot be done, so we have to put a decimal value here, to add 0 here, so 10 divided by 5 will be 2. 2 multiplied 5 will be 10, which means the answer is -3.2. Don't forget the sign, please. So it will be -3.2. Now, once we get the k, that means the new equation, we have a new equation which say y would be equal -3.2x. And this equation will be used to solve part B and part C. Okay, this is the new equation. Now, let's have part B. What is the value of x when y equals 48? So we'll use the equation as we said. So 48 would be equal -3.2x. To have x only in this side, we have to divide by -3.2. And as we divide by 3.2, -3.2 in this side, we have to do it in the other side also. So -3.2. So x would be equal -48 by 3.2. We'll take this number and make a division. So 48 divided by 3.2. So to make the division, this number has to be a whole number. So that means we have to move this decimal value to the right to be 32, and we'll add a 0 here. So the new number will be 480 by 32. So now we have 48 divided by 32. Same scenario. 1 multiplied 32 it will be 32. 2 multiplied 32 it will be 64, which is bigger than 48, so we'll use 1. 1 multiplied 32, and here 32 it will be subtraction, so it will be 16. We'll add a 0 here, so 160 divided by 32, it will be 5. 5 by 32, it will be 160. So it will be, the answer will be, again, -15. Okay? Same concept, same way, we'll do it for part C. But this time, he wants y value when x equals -40. So we'll take the same equation. So we'll say y equal -3.2 multiplied by -40. So 3.2, what does it mean? It means 32 by 10 multiplied by -40. This one will go with this one. Negative multiply negative, it will be positive. So 32 by 4, it will be 128. So 32 by 4 8, 4 by 3 is 12, so the answer will be 128. Okay, this direct variation, most of the questions, 90% of the questions will be in the same way. It will ask you first to get the constant, which is k, based on some given values. Then he will start ask you about the value of x or the value of y as you got the constant value before. Okay? So let's go for other question. Now the second question is says the electrical resistance of a wire is directly proportional. Directly proportional, what does it mean? Means variation, okay, to its length. So we say that electrical resistance, let's say that this variable, will call it with R, for wire is directly proportional to its length, L. Okay? A wire of length 16 feet has a resistance of 4 ohm. Now, for direct proportional, or direct variation, we were saying R proportional with L, or directly proportional with L. Okay, this can be translated to R will be equal to KL, and K is a constant value. Directly proportional, that means that these two variables, R and L, has a relation between each other. So when R is changed, L is a change. When length is changed, R is changed, with a constant value, which is K. So as you see from this question, it's the same like first question, but in different scenario. Now here is talking about electrical resistance and the length. And now he's saying that a wire of length is 16 feet has a resistance of 4 ohm. Now part A, what is saying, what is the resistance of wire if its length is 32? For this type of question, he didn't ask about the constant value. He didn't ask for K. So that means you have to get K first, then you start answering these questions. Okay? So now let's start answer the question by getting the constant value. Now the first value here is saying that the length is 15 feet. 16 feet. So 16 feet. And the resistance is 4 ohm. So 4 equal K 16. So to get K, we have to divide this side with 16 and 4 with 16 also. So by 4 equal 1, by 16 equal 4. So K will be 1 over 4. Once we get this, so that means the new equation is what? R equal 1 over 4 L. Now we will look at part A. The part A is saying, what is the resistance? Which is this one. Of wire of its length 32 feet, and this one 32. So it will be R equal 1 over 4 multiplied by 32. So divide by 4 here, be 1, divide by 4 would be 8, so R would be equal 8. So the question would be 8 ohm. Now part B would be the same. Now he asks, part B, he will ask for the length of the wire, which is L, and the resistance is 9 ohm. So the same situation. We'll say 9 equal K L. And K, as we mentioned, it's 1 over 4. And L. So to get L, we will need to move this 1 over 4. So we'll multiply this side by 4. As we multiply this side by 4, we multiply this side also by 4. So 4 by 4. So L will be equal 36. So this will be the other answer. Okay, so we'll move to other question.